Here are the top 20 most insane shots in NBA history. At number 20 on the list of the NBA's 20 most insane shots, Taj Gibson couldn't help but let everyone know he could be the next Tom Brady.
Picked up on the deflection by Taj. He got it!
Imagine having less than a second to tie the game, and there's a guy on top of you as you're trying to do it.
Indeed.
Got it.
Here it is. Corner, Luka! Oh, Dan! How did he?
Damn, that was only heading to halftime. Imagine that. Luka Doncic at number 19 was indeed incredible, and it's no surprise that he won the Rookie of the Year award. But at least during Luka's shot, he wasn't momentarily blinded like in number 18, because right after LeBron was completely violated by Draymond Green, everything came down to a tie game with less than 2 minutes left. And even though LeBron was basically blind, he knew he had no choice but to shoot the ball.
Throws it back up top. James puts up the three. Oh, it's good! LeBron James from downtown!
And it was at that very moment that Steph knew he had blown another vital game. One thing that we haven't witnessed a million times is a shot that was so fierce the referees failed to blow the whistle. That was the case at number 17.
You put down is water green tea.
Now, because Drake serves as the Raptors' ambassador, it can only be assumed that God had a hand in determining the outcome of the shot at number 16. Besides Russell Westbrook, is there anyone else? Even Kobe couldn't believe it. But when it comes to the playoffs, amazing things happen, like when Steph Curry wanted to intimidate everybody at number 15.
Trying to get the shot up. No call that way. Curry flings it the other way.
That shot was as cold as ice. But when it comes to Steph, that's just another day in the office. Because of what happened at number 14, Dwayne Wade made history during one of his final encounters ever. I guess that's what happens when you genuinely remain faithful to your team. I think we can all agree that we merit that one.
No, he couldn't get it off. Now fires.
Moreover, ever since he's been having nightmares at number 13, look at that Kobe guy. He's so motivating. However, in contrast to the other player, Kobe knew he was going to receive the ball even though the shot was challenged.
Has to put it up with the buzzer.
Terry Rozier spied an opportunity for the Celtics to take the lead over the Bucks with 10 seconds remaining in the first game of the series at number 12. Down 3 points and only 0.5 seconds remaining, there was no way the Bucks still had a chance. Well, this is why they paid Chris Middleton $177 million. But as you can see, the shot only forced overtime.
Gets it in. Middleton for the tie. Oh, my goodness!
Now, imagine that you are in the most important game of your career, and the ball somehow manages to get away from you. The situation was salvaged by one brave individual at number 11.
Lamb lost it. Has to fire.
Man, we were terrified that someone in the crowd was going to get hit by that shot. Let's move things up a notch now that we're in the top 10, shall we? During the toughest game of the 2017 season, everything was set up for a dramatic finale, and the Wizards were about to do what they do best, blow a late lead. Everything was lined up perfectly.
LeBron. And got it. Banks it in.
After John Wall hit a free throw with 3.4 seconds left, the Cavaliers trailed by 3 points and needed a miracle. We still don't know how LeBron nailed that shot, which startled Bradley Beal's girlfriend. However, in relation to items that were damp, we've now had the opportunity to view the shot at our number 9 spot. In the 2019 playoffs, the series between the Blazers and the Thunder was not your typical matchup because it had some precedence. You already know what time it was when you read that because Portland was leading the series 3-1 and had the opportunity to send OKC home.
Lillard, long range three.
The world expected them to go at one another's throats throughout their clash, and they didn't disappoint. Oh yeah, Damon, that was one of the silliest playoff shots in history, right in Paul George's grill. And the player actually stated after the game, yeah, I mean, that's a poor shot. Sorry to break it to you, Paul, but generations of fans will make fun of you. Just be thankful that shot wasn't as absurd as our shot at number 8.
Is this the dagger?
Wow, 4 bounces. Not 1, not 2, not even 3. This is the kind of event that will never, ever happen again. And it's quite a miracle when the shot was sent to the 76ers house. The play may have had a fortuitous bounce or 4, but even so, it wasn't the luckiest shot in the history of the game. Joel Embiid couldn't help but shed a tear when he heard about how you liked and subscribed to. Let's take a look at number 7, where this player made a shot while falling out of bounds, using just one hand, and he wasn't even looking. He made the shot by accident. It's impossible for things to get any crazier than that at this point. But as for number 6, there was one playoff game in which 2 players had some of the craziest shots ever, one right after the other. It was the semifinal of the Western Conference, and the Spurs were playing against the Lakers. The series was tied 2-2 and going into the final seconds of Game 5, and everything came down to these 2. Immediately after Kobe made this shot, the rest of the world had no idea that the next 11 seconds were about to be some of the most insane moments in the history of the NBA.
To Duncan. He gets doubled. Shaq all over him. He gets away and fadeaway.
Oh yeah, Kobe and Shaq's expression speak for themselves. The Lakers decided to pull off the impossible with less than 0.5 seconds remaining at number 5.
They get it to Fisher.
Yeah, 2 of the craziest shots in NBA history were made back to back, which is why the Lakers fled the arena when they realized it was still only the semifinals. During the 6th game of the 1998 NBA Finals, the championship was decided by one shot from our number 4. It was a tie game with 31 seconds left, and Chicago trailed by 1. But Michael Jordan simply had to prove to the world that when you're the greatest player of all time, it's never over until it's over, as he won his 6th championship.
Jordan. Open. Chicago.
Michael Jordan had a shot that became the most popular event of his entire career. But just consider if Jordan missed it. He would have been blasted if he had to contact this next person for some assistance. We're entering our top 3, and the shots are going into a whole new level. Now at number 3, it was the NBA Finals. Game 6, LeBron was under the pressure of a lifetime. However, after a great comeback in the 4th quarter, now being down by 3, LeBron had one final chance to salvage his legacy.
Catches, puts up a 3. Won't go. Rebound Bosh. Back out to Allen. His 3-pointer. Bang!
Bosh and Ray Allen put their capes on and came through for the team when the outcome of the entire season depended on just one possession. Everyone who watched that game live can agree with us when they say that the conclusion of that game was one of the craziest in the history of the NBA. However, take a look at number 2, because our next shot just broke an NBA record. The NBA record for the longest shot ever made is held by Baron Davis, and he did it all by himself. But now it's time for the moment we've all been waiting for. The number 1 most insane shot in NBA history. This wasn't just the wildest shot of all time. As you can see, 2 guys delivered us the strangest finale of an NBA game that has ever occurred.
Temple did not foul.
Talking about record-breaking, we believe Ja Morant will shock you even more. Check out our video where we think the NBA superstar could be an MVP in 2022-2023.